Alright, in this third video, I'm going to be talking about the Skybox. So I know that I was supposed to be putting the Skybox in its own separate class. Probably should have talked to you about this because I didn't understand why the Skybox would need its own class, because all it is just a model in an inverted cube. So I mean, we could probably talk about that later, but here is the math for the Skybox. Basically, just making a I have to make sure that each side had its own set of vertices. So its vertices are 37. It has 12 triangles, and then I basically just set the vertices for each face. Pretty simple. With the winding, obviously I did it the opposite of how it was supposed to be. So instead of, I think, going clockwise, it went counterclockwise. So that's how we got the inverted looking Skybox, that we could look into it. So I'll just run this really fast, if it'll even work. Wow. I didn't even X out of this. I'm literally doing these videos back to back, and my thing decided to build again. Huh. Interesting. But while that's building, I could probably tell you how I could have implemented the Skybox into its own graphics object. So essentially, I mean, it would be like the same thing as, say, the light color .h. I would have constructors for it. I would have a set color, a set ambient. Well, actually, it wouldn't even have a set color, ambient, diffuse, or specular. Wouldn't need that because it's using the light. So yeah, Skybox. Yay. So anyways, it wouldn't even have these at all, but I would have a pointer to the shader that it was, going to be using the whole time. It would have a world, and then it just wouldn't even have these. And then in the CPP, obviously, I would make sure it rendered, it would have everything that the other graphics objects would have, except using light. So yeah. And probably with this video too, I could actually talk about the, if my thing would scroll, all the shader classes and their associated HLSL files. So let's start with, no. Alright, so the only ones I messed with that really we're going to be using in this demo are the color light, the texture, and the texture light. So let's start with the color light. So this was pretty simple. I mean, it had a directional light, a point light, a spotlight. We send camera matrices to it in the DirectX app. We have light parameters that we send, a world of material if we want to do that, and then also the fog. So all three of these have fog parameters to send. So if you want, let's see, we'll scroll down. I mean, obviously I'm making structs for each of the point light, the directional light. They have their variables inside them. Really the one that I changed and messed with was the fog, and I made its own buffer. Not that hard, but not as bad as you keep on doing it over and over again. So with all of these, I have to make sure that I am actually setting it with creating a buffer for it. So obviously there's the cam matrices buffer, the light parameters, the world and material, and then here's the fog. So obviously I'm releasing and deleting the common objects, which should be done. I have the set directional, set point, set spotlight, and everything. All of these variables are being set to whatever variables were in the struct. Pretty simple. For anything that is sending, we have to make sure that we're getting the context and updating the sub-resources with the appropriate buffer. Pretty simple. So then the shader color light goes along with the color light shader.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
and I'll say this in about, yeah.
I didn't put it on my calendar.